Hi, Barbara Griffin here, and today I wanted to talk about conversion. It was a question I got asked this morning actually by someone. What's the point of being number one on Google if you're still not making any sales or getting any phone calls? Well, basically being on number one of Google for your keyword, as long as you've identified that that's a money keyword, is great because it's going to save you a fortune in pay per click. And most people, it's been proven, 80% of people won't click on the ads, they'll click on organic search results. So firstly, it's great. You're going to get clicks, you're going to get your site seen, but whether people do something when they get to your site or not is another story. And that comes down to conversion. And conversion comes down to whether you hit that potential buyer's emotional sweet spot when they got to your site. Now, most businesses just have what I call a brochure site, what internet marketers call a brochure site, and the typical site is, we're so great, this is about us, aren't we fantastic? And most people kind of just switch off and go, yeah, whatever. They all say they're fantastic. But if you, on your site, tell your customer, look, you're here because you're looking for this, and maybe you've had a problem with XYZ, and maybe you've been confused about ZYF, but we're here to say that we can help you with ABC because JFK. So, to get started, all you have to do is FJY. Basically, you tell your client, your potential client, what you've got, how it can help them, and what you want them to do next. Now, you can either do this through text, like basically what they call a landing page or a sales page, or you can do it more subtly with sort of some nice copy, but test it because that might not convert as well. But I think the best remedy to most websites, call me biased because I am a video marketer, is to put some video on the page. Preferably, the person in the video should be the business owner, because who else can talk more passionately and authentically about your business than the business owner? But in some cases, the business owner doesn't want to be on their website in the video for whatever reason. Sometimes it's because they might have multiple sites and they don't want to be them on all the sites. So, in fact, I'll tell you a story about a client that had exactly that problem. I'd done the site, we'd optimised it. We were actually on the first page of Google, in fact really high, maybe even number one for their keyword. So they were getting traffic and people weren't buying or making an inquiry. So what we did, I made a video for them. The business owner didn't want to be on the website because he was in other niches and didn't want to be seen as competing with himself. So we actually got an actor from NIDA to be in the video. And it said something like, amongst other things, we're family owned and run, we've got fantastic customer service to cater to your needs. So whatever you need, get in touch with us and we can help you. I don't know, it was a nicely scripted, natural performance by an actress that, the people looking at the site didn't know she was an actress. She could have been, the boss's daughter or a nice employee. But anyway, as soon as that video was on the page, the client started making sales, getting inquiries, getting orders, and basically has consistently been making 2 or 3 orders a week ever since. So that to me was proof that video can help the conversion on the page. And often that's all that you might need to do, is just make a video that's authentic, that explains what you have, how it can help people, and that might bridge the gap between a perfect stranger and someone your customer might know, like, and trust and do business with. It will certainly set you apart from your competitors who don't have video on your page. And it's, the time to do video marketing is now, which is why my site's called videomarketingnow.com, because pretty soon everyone's going to figure out that they're going to have video on their page, and then everyone's going to have it, and it's going to be like the norm. At the moment, you've got about a 53 times greater chance of getting your site ranking, let alone converting, if you have video on the page. So, yeah, the thing is, the answer to the question is, why aren't I making any sales even though I'm at the top of Google, You probably need to work on your product, how it's presented, and what consumer needs you're actually addressing. And I'm not going to really tell every business they have to change their product, but basically if you're in a market where what you're offering is also offered by a bazillion other people, you have to tell people why your one is better, why they should use you. And if you don't have a good reason, you really need to come up with something. You really need to come up with something, because it's about convincing people that they need to do business with you, not your competitor. So I hope that was helpful. Barbara Griffin, Video Marketing Now. See ya.